What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Excited 2020. We are going to crush this year, so let's get right into it. We are talking about why your deal isn't selling, the top 4 reasons today, and how to fix that so you can be making more money and absolutely crush this year. So if you haven't already, make sure you drop me a like, make sure you subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications. We're going to get right into it, and I will let you know right now, it's really windy out here, but it's all right because we are going to keep on pushing hard. All right, and I'm gonna give you this content no matter what it takes, so let's go. Number 1, right? Obvious one, right? Price.
Hey, how are you? I'm James. Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm also James. Wow, that's a great name. Yeah, so the property I told you about, we're selling it for $200,000. Bro, the house is worth like $35,000 new.
So price, guys, that means that your price is probably too high, okay? So it's never too low, it's always gonna be too high. So what you need to make sure you're doing is that you understand what you really should be offering and how much you can pay for each property, right? So obviously in our business, we use REI Automator, we use the Offer Automator feature, which is exclusive to us. So we can actually calculate what is the actual real ARV right now after repair value, okay? That's what that stands for, like the full retail value. If it's completely fixed up, retail to a homeowner, what would it sell for? That is your ARV, your after repair value. It'll also calculate your goal target offer, right? So based on whatever percentages that you're trying to hit with your wholesale deals and whatever profit you're trying to make per deal, it'll actually calculate, here, this is your goal target on this property. It's going to give you your max allowable, so how high you are actually willing to go up to, or you should be willing to go up to. And then it's also going to give you how much you can sell your property to a cash buyer for, okay? So those are very, very critical, important numbers to know, and that is how we dial it in, guys, and we never worry about prices too high. So what do you do if the price is too high? How are you going to overcome that? So you have a couple things that you can do. Obviously, go back to the seller and renegotiate the deal, right? So one thing that you can do if the property needs a lot of work, then call a contractor, call someone out there that actually is in the construction business to go out there and give you a real hard, true estimate of how much the property actually needs, not just your estimate that you came up with, and then bring that hard proof back to the seller and say, hey, Mr. Seller, it's unfortunate, but after we got our contractor bid, we did some more due diligence. Unfortunately, we're overpaying by a little bit, and let me show you why. This is what we talked about before. Here's a real contractor bid that will help you get the price down. Obviously, the last resort is trying to cut the property loose based on the price being too high, but just come to them, be real, be authentic. Let them know that if worst case scenario, you made a mistake, and you still want to work with them, and hopefully you're still solving their real problem and you can keep them into the deal, okay? So just be careful about how you do that, and you're not trying to set up bait and switches or anything like that. You genuinely, if you made a mistake, you're just going to go to them and show them some real proof of why, and that could be with comps, with the repair estimate from a contractor, and that will help you get that price down. And don't think that you cannot do this, because we've had to go back many times over the years, and we've gotten price reductions, like 6-figure price reductions over time, okay? So guys, you can do it. Don't be afraid, just be confident in the data and say, hey, this is why it is the way it is, Mr. Seller. All right, so let's get into number 2, location.
All right, but hold on. It's in Desirableville. That is literally the most undesirable neighborhood in the entire country. Houses get robbed there every single day.
All right, guys, so location, meaning that you could just have a deal that's in a very undesirable part of town, okay? Or in a city, if you're virtual, in a particular neighborhood that's not very desirable for cash buyers. And this is very important that you understand where, right, that you should be marketing, where you should be going after deals. You don't want to just go into, especially if you're virtual, into any market and just start marketing everywhere and doing the shotgun approach, right? So you want to dial it in and really know what you're looking for. And that's another thing that we do in REI Automator. We can heat map any city all around the country, down to the neighborhoods, and we can see exactly where the best deals are happening and where the cash buyers are looking for deals. All right, which is key, because that is going to help you obviously save marketing dollars and become a lot more targeted in your approach, and you start getting the deals that you should be getting that are going to be desirable for those buyers. All right, so let's go on to number 3. Number 3 is going to be too many repairs.
Okay. All right. That's okay. But hold on now. Look at it. Bro, you're freaking crazy.
Okay, so what does that mean? Obviously, you're thinking in your mind, hey, it's a wholesale deal, like they're as is, they need work. Right, but here's the thing. If you don't know what you're doing and you go out there and you have a crazy rehab estimate, which is like crazy low, versus someone that's more experienced, that has been doing this a long time, that understands repairs, construction. When you're newer, a lot of times your rehab estimates will be wrong, right? We do have a full-blown rehab estimator in REI Automator, and I'm also willing to share my repair sheet with you guys that we take into our appointments. But this tool will actually go into every market, pull average material and labor costs for that city, and that will help you accurately estimating repairs, because you'll see this a lot. If you put on there that the house needs $15,000 worth of repairs, and then all the buyers start coming out there, they look at the property and it really needs $35,000 worth of repairs, which is common. I see it all the time. Wholesalers send us deals that are the same way. So make sure that you are accurate with your repairs as possible, as much as you can, right? That is going to help you definitely not deal with this, right, with those buyers. Now we're going to talk about number 4, which is actually one of the most important ones on here next to offer, and that is going to be marketing.
Well, it's a good thing that I can use REI Automator and find some real cash buyers. That's right, you heard it here first, folks. REIAutomator.com. 30% off. Use code FLIPFAM right now. You heard it from me first. 30% off, code FLIPFAM. Back to me.
So marketing, right? We all know that is the key piece to getting deals. That's also the key piece to selling deals. If you don't have a strong buyers list yet, it could just be that you're not getting it out in front of the right people. You're not marketing in the right way. A lot of things you can do is use like meetup.com, local real estate investing, wholesaling meetups in your area. Make sure you're posting that deal in there, because there's a lot of buyers in there. Also, you should be in the Facebook real estate investing and wholesaling group posting that deal, especially that ones that are location specific to where that deal is. LinkedIn groups, all right, that's another great way. And these are all free ways that you could potentially get your deal in front of plenty of people. And make sure that you get straight to the point. You let them know what the property is worth, what it needs, comps, all the stuff, right? Make sure they have everything right there, good detailed pictures to make a decision. So if you go in there, and even, another thing you should be doing is do video walkthroughs of all the properties you get under contract. Not just taking good, detailed, clear pictures. Get video walkthroughs, starting in the front of the house, walking through it, going through the back, and show everything, right? So don't hold anything back. And guys, when you can dial in the marketing side and you want to keep prompting people to add them to your buyers list, right? As you are marketing, you're going out there getting more and more exposure. Definitely make sure that you are prompting them to sign up somewhere and build that list. You should always be building that list. But if you suck at marketing, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be very hard to sell a deal, even though it is a deal, right? So if you're not putting it in front of the right people, then the right people aren't seeing it and they're not willing to buy it because they haven't freaking seen it. All right. So, all right. I love you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you drop me a like, make sure you subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications. We are going to be dropping so much fire content for you guys this year. Remember, it's a lifestyle, doing whatever it takes to do whatever you want. 30% off of REI Automator. That link is down below. Use code FLIPFAM. You'll see the code down there as well. Guys, we are about to relaunch this thing in such a big way. We've added so many additional features, so much stuff that Sean and I are really excited about. And we're offering this promotion still, this 30% off. So use that code. Go check it out right now, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.